Okay, today we're going to be talking about theme. As I am going through the PowerPoint, I would like you to follow along when I say pause, stop, so you can answer questions on your note sheets, okay? So today we're going to be talking about theme. Theme is the main idea that the story reveals about life. Theme is the life lesson or message in a text, meaning a story, a song, a movie, anything is a text. You have to guess at it. Theme is not stated in a story. A story will never say the theme of this story is. Any theme is correct if you can support it with evidence in the story. So that means stories will have more than one theme. So I might think the theme is one thing, but you can think it's another as long as you can prove it to me by something that happens. So right now, go ahead and pause your video if you do not have all of these notes written in. There are lots of different themes. Today I'm just going to give you 20. I would like you to write these down because we are going to use them in the future. Friendship, love, family, be happy with who you are, poverty, growing up, the negative side of having power, so like if someone abuses their power, courage, so being strong, strength, overcoming challenges, be thankful for what you have, never give up, always try hard, trust yourself and others, always be kind, think of others, it's okay to be different, don't be greedy, that means don't want too much, money doesn't make you happy, the past shapes our present, that means what's happened in the past changes or affects what goes on now, choice, that can be choice negative, choice positive, treat others how you want to be treated. Notice how some of these are one words and some of these are kind of like those life lessons that we learn through life. Think about like stories that you read when you were younger, fairy tales. Theme is a lesson that we learn and you can turn it into one word. So I have friendship, but you could also say like friends will come and friends will go. Or sometimes friends aren't loyal. Don't trust all of your friends. Keep your enemies close. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Those would all fall under friendship. It's like an umbrella. So if you don't have these, go ahead and pause your video now. Okay, we're going to do this example together before I give you some work on your own. So everyone's seen the TV show Full House, you know, where they live in San Francisco. The dad, it's an old show. You may not have seen it. But these are the lyrics to the song, the theme song, okay? I'm going to play the video to the theme song. I would like you to watch it and listen to the lyrics. Then you're going to come back and we're going to discuss them. So here's the video.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a heart. A hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look, of somebody who needs you. You're all alone. Life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Okay, so that was the theme song if you haven't seen the show. So if we look at these lyrics, I see everywhere you look, everywhere you go. I keep seeing the word everywhere, okay? And we can see by watching that video that they're a family. And then they say there's a heart, a hand to hold on to everywhere you look, somebody needs you. So by seeing these lyrics, I'm seeing that it's kind of talking, if we go back to our slide before and you look in your notes at the examples, probably family is going to be a big one, okay? Always someone there. There's always somebody who needs you everywhere you look, okay? When you're alone, there's always a light to carry you home, and the word home is really big to tell me that this is about family. So I think that some themes are family, togetherness, or family will always be there for each other. So what in the text can I prove this? Everywhere you look, there's a hand to hold on to. That tells me that someone's always going to be there. Family, you could even say friendship. When you're all alone, there's a light waiting to carry you home. There's a way for you to go home. Whenever you feel like you're alone, you can go home and that family will be there for you. So for the Full House theme song, I would say family is a major, major theme. And from there, you could kind of branch out and tell me what you learned from this. So now we're going to go on to the next. What I would like you to do is read the lyrics below. After you read the lyrics, you can watch, I'm going to play the music video in a second. And then after you're comfortable with the lyrics and you've watched the video, you can pause or go back to see it again. Answer questions 7 and 8 on your notes, okay? So I'd like you to think, what is the song about? What does it mean when they say think out of the box? If we're thinking outside the box, are we always doing what everyone else wants? Is the speaker doing what everyone else is? Or do they say that they want to do something different? What does reaching for the things I can't see mean? So if you're reaching for something that you can't see, are you always trying to go above and beyond, or are you trying to do just what you need to do? All right, so I'm going to play the video now. After you watch the video, I would like you to pause and read the lyrics. We'll skip this for a second.
Wait, honey, can you look at this? Try to do what everybody else doing, just cause everybody doing what they are doing. If one thing I know, I fall but I grow. I'm walking down this road of mine, this road that I go home. So am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see.
stop there because I think you get the point. If you'd like to go back and you need to see it again or hear the lyrics, you can. But what I'd like you to do is pause the video now and read these lyrics and answer questions 7 and 8 on your note sheet. All right, so moving on, elements of a story, a conflict and resolution will help you figure out the theme. If you know the problem and how they solve it, you can easily figure out the theme by finding out what the character learns by having that problem and how they solve it. So go ahead and fill in those notes now. Pause the video if you need. All right, you are going to read the story below. I've given you a little hint on what's going on here. Read this story and then answer questions 12, 13, 14, and 15 in your notes, please. What is the conflict? How do they solve it? What do they learn? And then what could a possible theme? So go back to the examples of themes to help you figure this out. Pause the video here. You're going to do the same here. Another short little fairy tale. What is the problem? How do they solve it? What do they learn? And then what is the theme? Going back to this to help you. Pause it here. And then the last story that I have for you, you're going to watch this video that I'm going to play and then answer questions 20 through 23. They're the same.
There once was a stonecutter who was dissatisfied with himself and his position in life. One day he passed a wealthy merchant's house and through the open gateway saw many fine possessions and important visitors. How powerful that merchant must be, thought the stonecutter. He became very envious and wished that he could be like the merchant. Then he would no longer have to live the life of a mere stonecutter. Little did he know that today was the day that all his wishes would come true. And to his great surprise, he suddenly became the merchant, enjoying more luxuries and power than he had ever dreamed of. Envied and detested by those less wealthy than himself. But soon a king passed by, carried in a chair, accompanied by attendants, and escorted by soldiers. Everyone, no matter how wealthy, had to bow low before the procession. How powerful that king is, he thought. I wish I could be a king. Then he became the king, carried everywhere in his chair, feared and hated by all people around who had to bow down before him as he passed. It was a hot summer day, and suddenly the king felt a hot beating on his head. He became very uncomfortable and sticky. He looked up at the sun. It shone proudly in the sky, unaffected by his presence. How powerful the sun is, he thought. I wish I could be the sun. Then he became the sun, shining fiercely down on everyone, scorching the fields, cursed by farmers and laborers. But a huge black cloud moved between him and the earth, so that his light could no longer shine on everything below. How powerful that storm cloud is, he thought. I wish I could be the cloud. Then he became the cloud, flooding the fields and villages, shouted at by everyone. But soon he found that he was being pushed away by some great force, and realized it was the wind. How powerful it is, he thought. I wish I could be the wind. Then he became the wind, blowing tiles off roofs of houses, uprooting trees, hated and feared by all below him. But after a while, he ran up against something that would not move, no matter how forcefully he blew against it. A huge, towering stone mountain. How powerful that mountain is, he thought. I wish I could be the mountain. And then he became the mountain, more powerful than anything else on earth. But as he stood there, he heard the sound of a hammer pounding a chisel into his solid rock, and felt himself being changed. What could be more powerful than I, the mountain? He thought. He looked down and saw far below him the figure of a stonecutter. This story goes to show that no matter what...
Okay, so answer those questions, and then you need to go back to Google Classroom and follow your notes.